Today we will see together how integration with third parties work. Remember, everything we're about to see is only available on PC, as the web app on smartphones and tablets has reduced the functionalities. To see all services available and purchase the one we prefer, let's click on the name of our company on the top right corner, in this case, our company, then on Services. On the next screen, we will be able to see all services which are currently active on our account. If we never bought any service, the page will appear empty. In order to see the full services list, let's click on Add Service. Here we will be able to find the full service list, containing connectors such as email connectors, Excel connectors, Dropbox connectors, and more. We recommend you to check this list on a weekly basis, as we will be adding always more and more services. In order to purchase any of the connectors displayed in this list, we can click on any of the connectors available which contain more connectors based on the type of service we need. By clicking on email connectors, for example, we will see two options: send email and send email with attachment. We can then click on add. In order to see more info about a specific service, a window will pop up displaying the name of the service and a description. By clicking on the YouTube button, it will be possible to see tutorials related to each specific service and on how to set them up. Below, there is a list with all pricing plans available. In this case, for example, the service cost is based on the limit of emails we can send. The automatic renewal option is activated by default each month. This service will then renew automatically. In case we shouldn't want this to happen, all we have to do is to uncheck the related option and the service will be active for 1 month only. By clicking on Add, we can complete our purchase. A pop-up will ask us for confirmation. We can proceed confirming by clicking on Activate Now. We will be able to see our purchase service under the list of active services. Let's suppose that we want to send our back office the asserting document that has been filled for a client. As we know, an email is composed of an object and text, and probably we want to make those fields variable, which means that those fields will change depending on what option the operator selected from app. Let's go on the menu, Forms, choose a form, in this case, Business Quote Template, create a new revision. We can then click on the third step, adding a text field, making it hidden under Value. Let's rename this field in Hidden Text under Label. This field will contain the text of the email which the back office will receive. We made this field hidden in order to not interfere or confuse our operators on field, which won't be able to see this field while filling the entire module. We can now click on Formula under Default Value. Then click on the gear icon. Let's write Business Quote Registered for Client plus add variable business name. This will make sure that the text contained in the email will stay there. Business Quote has been registered for a specific customer. Let's then save and go to PDF Designer. Save and close, send to app. Fill your form from your app. Let's click then on the menu icon on the top left corner and then on Report and choose Business Quote and a time frame from which we would like to retrieve data. After confirming, we will have to choose the columns needed for our setup. Let's then click on Select Columns and move to the right the following options: the hidden field and client email master data, making sure we pick the master data options and not the planned one. We choose this option in case we'd like to send an email to the client selected by the operator on field, which in this case could receive the email automatically containing all our business code details. Now we can click on Confirm. Then on Save View and give a name to this view called View Business Code. On Views we will see the view we just saved. Let's select it and click on the gear icon next to it. Then on Schedule, the next step is to click on Add the configuration and provide a name for the configuration. On the top left corner, we can now fill the From field with an email address of the person that sent the message. You don't have to write the entire email, only the prefix before the @. In this case, we will write info instead of info@mytdox.com. If we go on mapping, we can add the email of our office or the client email variable previously imported. In order to send the email to the client chosen, all we have to do is drag the variable from the red column and drop it on the related field. Once selected a customer from app, in this case, the client will receive an email as far as his email was correctly inserted in master data. In this case, we just want to send emails to the office, so we remove the added variable by simply clicking on the bin icon and adding our office email instead. Emails will now be sent only to this address. We can then add a subject and the content of them. Let's then drag the hidden text fields next to plain text content. In this way, the message previously gathered from app will be sent as body text in them. Let's now click Save. All we have to do now is to tell the system how often to check if there are any field reports to send to the email we specified. Click on the red icon and then on Add Schedule. We now have to enter a schedule name, and if we want to keep our office informed as often as possible, let's check the Every option and insert as a time frame 15 minutes. This tells the system to check every 15 minutes if any report was filled. Emails are just sent once. If we want to collect data and send emails in bulk during a specific hour, we can select the daily options and an hour, otherwise emails can be grouped up and sent in bulk on a weekly and on a monthly basis. We can then set as a start date the current one, or schedule this for the future through the related options on the bottom right corner by clicking on Save. Our settings will now become active immediately. The setup of email connectors is now successfully completed. For each business code template, the office will now receive an email as soon as possible, stating that our business code has been filled for a specific customer. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on LinkedIn for future updates. If you have any questions, contact us on info@mytdox.com or leave a comment.